A champion pushes to the point of exhaustion when nobody else is looking. It's not about who you are, it's about who you can become. I am Meg Wilson, and I am ready for the new season.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for watching SFU Women's Basketball on Clan TV. I'm Steve Frost, filling in for Howard Samura of the Province newspaper and theprovince.com today. And I'll be joined later in the show by color commentator Zahid Veli Hashim. The Z-Man will be courtside as well. 24 hours ago, the Clan women's basketball team kicked off their home schedule with a convincing victory over the visiting Cal Poly Pomona Broncos, extending their win streak to 7 games. Simon Fraser defeating the Broncos 68-50 Friday afternoon in a game right here in the West Gym in front of about 500 kids on elementary school day. The main storyline of the first half of the contest was the Clan's play from beyond the arc at both ends of the court. SFU put up relentless pressure on the Bronco guards in three-point land, limiting them to 1 attempt in the first half, while the Clan knocked down 4 of 9 attempts. In the second half, the Clan completely took over the game, opening with a 9-0 run in the third quarter, and was in full control of the game from that point on. Following up on her career-high 22-point performance against Dominican University of California 3 days ago was Ozzy Nabugo from the powerhouse Riverside basketball program in Port Coquitlam. Nabugo posted a game-high 19 points on 8 of 11 shooting, adding 4 rebounds and 2 steals in 28 minutes. The Clan also got an outstanding performance from senior Meg Wilson. The captain was 5 of 10 from the field, picking up 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals. The Clan's co-captain, point guard Ellen Kett, was 3 of 5 from three-point land and had a game-high 7 assists. As a team, Simon Fraser made 48% of their shots compared to Cal Poly's 36% shooting from the field. The Clan also had 17 assists compared to 9 for the Broncos, while Cal Poly committed 21 turnovers in the game, which led to 25 points for SFU. With the victory, SFU improves to 7-1 on the season, while Cal Poly Pomona fell to 2-3. We're moments away from getting this game underway here in the West Gym. And I'm joined now by the Z-Man. Welcome, Zahid.
Frosty, my man, how are you doing today?
I'm doing outstanding. I've done a little digging.
Oh yeah?
A little research.
Okay.
Simon Fraser has won 7 games in a row. They're now 7-1 to start the season.
All right.
Now, in the NCAA era, they went 5-1 in 2011 and 2012, a team you're very familiar with Nio and Christina Collins. They followed that up a year later, and they went 11-1 to start the season.
Wow.
Which ended in a 25-6 record. And that game also had Nio and Christina Collins, Aaron Chambers on that year, and the Clan advanced to the round of 16 in the NCAA tournament. So they are in familiar territory, starting the year 7-1.
Yeah, 7-1, and you mentioned they had a 11-1. As we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll wrap it up. We're just going to get into the national anthem singing, and then we will return back.
Joining them is Canadian Olympian and Clan alum Jessica Smith. And she is escorting Ron Hole, the the official photographer for the SFU clan. Today we are honoring Ron, one of the true gentlemen associated with Simon Fraser University clan athletics.
Yeah, right!
For more than a decade, Ron has been responsible for making our athletes and our teams look good. He has shot over 200,000 photos with a keen eye and a quick finger. His passion for the clan can be seen in each and every shot. Today is Ron's final game as the clan's official photographer.
We'll miss you, Ron!
His legacy will live on in the faces of all our athletes that he has photographed over the years. These photos live everywhere, and he has touched so many lives. On behalf of Canada's NCAA team, Ron, we want to thank you for a lifetime of support. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would ask that you please rise to the playing American and Canadian national anthems.
Welcome back to SFU Women's Basketball on Clan TV. Today's game is live streamed in HD, and you can watch it at athletics.sfu.ca/live. Here's the starting lineup for both teams. First with the visiting Cal Poly Pomona Broncos. Starting at guard is number 13, Jackie Ricketson, and she's joined in the backcourt by number 21, Erin Hagan. Up front, the Broncos have number 31, Alyssa Benton. 32, Chelsea Waddy Blow. And number 34, Priscilla Brooks. The front court for the Broncos are all junior forwards. And their smallest player is 5'10", and they have two 6'1" forwards up front. Now the starting lineup for your Simon Fraser University Clan. The freshman guard is starting at, for the Clan, Tia Sang. She's a 5'9" freshman from Richmond, BC. She is joined by senior captain Ellen Kett from Melbourne, Australia. Kett, one of the top guards in all of NCAA Division II and one of the top three-point shooters. Up front, the Clan has starting at is junior forward Rachel Fradgley. She's a 6'2" forward from London, Ontario. And of course, senior captain Meg Wilson, who wears number 15 for the Clan. She's from London. She is from London, Ontario as well, and she's in her 5th year with the Clan. And the final starter for SFU at forward is the freshman. Everybody has been talking about Ozzy Nabugo from Riverside, the forward. She has been lights out in the last 3 games for the Clan. Z.
Well, Frosty, you know, you're right. She's had a great start to the season, her freshman season, and it's not often you can find a pure freshman who can come in and make that kind of an impact on a team, especially a team like this with you know, the level of talent that we traditionally see up here on Burnaby Mountain in the West Gym. You know, it's a real statement. You know, she's worked really hard, a late bloomer in the grand scheme of basketball. She started playing at a later age, and obviously she's worked hard at her game, and here she is taking the opening tip as one of the most athletic girls on the team.
And it's very uncharacteristic for a Bruce Langford team to start 2 freshmen in a season. It's Bruce generally likes to introduce his players slowly into the rhythm of the NCAA game because it's a very big jump from high school to NCAA. The Broncos win the opening tip and they miss on their first layup attempt by Hagen. Back come the Clan. Ellen Kett in control. One-handed pass to Wilson. Fradgley in the post, kicks it back out, and the Clan will take their time to get the offense going here. Wilson a long 3, short, and back come the Broncos. Aaron Hagen with the ball. Hagen went scoreless in yesterday's game as the Broncos trying to set things up. And a steal by the Clan. Yes, it's Sang up to Wilson. Here comes a fast break on the drive into the paint, and a layup is good. Simon Fraser with a 2-point lead a minute into the contest.
And we saw that a couple times. Meg Wilson really active on the perimeter with her hands. She had a couple similar steals yesterday's game that led to fast break, easy layups for the Clan. So Meg Wilson not afraid to go on the perimeter and challenge the guards here from the Broncos.
And the high screen and roll from the Broncos. They kick it out and they'll go inside, and then another turnover. And Kett throws it up to Ozzy, and like a rocket down the court, she's got it. Dish to Wilson, to Fradgley on the miss. And the Broncos are bringing it back up the court. Priscilla Brooks was the forward who led that charge, and now they'll slow things down, the Broncos will.
Yeah, the Broncos really slowing things down in the half court, running a half-court offense. You know, last 3 possessions here, they've run it down to 15 before they start their offense in the front court.
Ball goes inside to Chelsea Waddy Blow, and she converts. And we're tied at 2. Wilson on the outside. Over to Sang, inside, what a pass to Ozzy underneath. The freshman saw that all the way, a beautiful start to this game for Sang. She has been very involved in both ends of the court.
Yeah, that was a really nice find, and to have 2 freshmen on the floor and to connect like that, it's you know, it's a good thing. They seem like they're on the same page, and obviously, you know, 8 games into the season, they've had a lot of opportunity to play together, and you can see that when she made that pass. She knew exactly where to put the ball.
And again, they go inside to Waddy Blow, who converts. Back come the Clan. Sang on the outside, drives, puts up a shot. She's fouled on the way up. A lot of confidence there from the freshman Sang.
That's as we look at the replay here with the drive, and Wadi Blow's going to pick up her first foul and also the first team foul of the first quarter.
And Sang converts the first shot. And misses on the second. Rebound goes to Broncos. It's out of their hands. Sang grabs it and drives and makes it a 3-point play, even though she missed the second free throw. SFU looks like they have a lot of jump in this game. They've got really aggressive on balls, and they're first to loose balls.
As we see again here, the Broncos, Ricketson just slowing things down as she brings the ball up.
And they go inside again, and that's Priscilla Brooks that time, the 5'10 junior who drove right side and converted. Wilson goes inside to Fragile. That ball's knocked away by Brooks, but Simon Fraser will retain possession. Kett will inbound the ball. 6:26 left in here in the first quarter at the West Gym. Kett on the inside. Hosey now. Drives, little left-hand runner, she misses. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it's going to be ruled Bronco ball.
Yeah, Hosey made a good move there. She just got caught up in a lot of traffic and had to throw up a layup that unfortunately didn't go, but she's kind of going sideways, a couple defenders in her way, and just tried to get rim there.
Again, as you mentioned, Z, I think off the top, love to see that confidence from the freshmen. They're driving the paint. Ricketson with the ball for the Broncos. They try and go inside, and that's blocked by Ozzy, and she's all over her. Sang is on the floor, and there goes a 24 shot clock violation for the Broncos. Correct that 30-second shot clock violation.
Across you're used to the NBA game that you're so familiar with in your former days as working with the former NBA Vancouver Grizzlies that used to be here once upon a time. Now they're extinct, but they're in Memphis, I should say.
Yes, they relocated. They were here briefly for 6 seasons and really captured the hearts and minds of British Columbians for a brief time.
Maybe something we can get into a conversation later in your thoughts of maybe an NBA franchise returning to the Vancouver market here.
We will put that on our to-do list, Z, for later in the show. Right now it's the Broncos. On the perimeter, Sang guarding. Ricketson cross-court pass to a cutting Aaron Hagan, who was fouled. And Meg Wilson gets charged with the foul.
Something that I'm noticing here today, yesterday we saw a lot of subs as we catch the replay here. Nice entry pass there. And Meg Wilson commits first foul of the game for her, and also the team's first foul of the first quarter. But going back to the comparison here, yesterday we saw a lot of subs. Coach Bruce Langford was frequent in his substitutions and in numbers, and today it seems like he might have found a lineup that he feels is going to work for him, and he's sticking with it. As 5 minutes into the game here, we haven't had any subs for the Clan.
The Broncos convert one of the free throws, but on the rebound, it went out of bounds off Ozzy, and the Broncos will retain possession and another inbound opportunity as we go into our first timeout here with the score tied at 7. 5 minutes into the contest here in the West Gym, the Simon Fraser Clan and your Cal Poly Pomona Broncos from California. As we mentioned off the top, Simon Fraser riding a 7-game win streak, 7-1 to start the season. And in the NCAA era, that's their second best start. The Clan went 11-1 to start the 0-12-13 season and finished that campaign 25-6. we mentioned in the game yesterday between these two teams, 68-50 was the final score, but it was a back and forth battle for most of the first half. The Clan leading at halftime by 6 points. They extended that lead early in the second half and was in complete control for most of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the Clan played really well yesterday. You know, the Broncos are a big force down low. You've got a lot of strength and power in the post. And, you know, they had a good early success with that post entry that they run, and it really worked out for them. But the Clan were able to, you know, adjust and defend that play and come away with the victory. Cal Poly did not shoot very well from the three. In fact, they didn't shoot much from the three. I believe they were 1 of 3 for the game. So a little bit of a different style of game. Pomona is more of an inside presence where the Clan, you know, usually live and die by the three, as we've seen in years past.
And Simon Fraser missing one of their top 3-point shooters. Alyssa Homer, who holds the Great Northwest Athletic Conference record for 3-pointers in a game. There's a turnover by Ozzy, and like a rocket down the court, she puts up the little layup, on the right-handed layup, and it's 9-7 Simon Fraser. Wow.
And that was a great read. She just read it like a DB in a football game. Just saw the ball coming to the receiver, and she just cut in front of it, got a hand on it, tipped it ahead, and there's not many people in this league that are going to beat her down the floor.
And we're going to get a chance to take a second look at that, as Ozzy just jumped in front of that pass and took it all the way. And we're having some substitutions in the game as the starters are coming out. Sang and Fragile are out. Looks like we're going to get our first look at Taylor Jackson in this afternoon's game. And also Sophie Swant is in, as the Broncos turn the ball over there, and an errant pass by Brooks, looking for somebody underneath, and that was a misread.
Yeah, and that's something that plagued them yesterday. I think they had 21 turnovers yesterday. They've already got 5 here, 6 minutes in the game, and that's led to a couple points from the Clan. But SFU really good with the ball here today with no turnovers, and unfortunately for the Broncos, they've got 5 to start here.
Ket driving through, puts up a little left-hander, misses, rebound Broncos. They come down with it. Waddy Blow does. Jackson called for a foul. That's her first.
Yeah, that's a play you just want to get back on defense, and Coach Langford echoing that sentiment to her right now. It's like, just get back. There's no need to reach on that. The girls clearly come down with the rebound, and nothing good can come out of a situation like that when you got your paws in there.
Broncos walk the ball down the court. Ricketson, top of the key. Slowing things down. Now they go. Here comes the offense. Swant guarding the perimeter, the sophomore from Argyle. She is all over her check. Here comes the drive. Shot clock winds down. McWilliam turns it over. Fast break Clan. Ket, little left-hander, missed. Jackson with the rebound, and that's in. 11-7 Simon Fraser. The Clan defense, wow, it's looking good this afternoon.
Yeah, and Pomona, if they want to have some success in this offense, like you said, they're just walking the ball up the court, and they're just running things really slow and waiting till about under 15 before they start running their offense. So, you know, if they want to have success in that, they can't turn the ball over, and that's something that unfortunately they have done here. The Clan being able to get some easy fast break looks when they turn the ball over on the perimeter.
Meg Wilson with the jump, as you saw in the replay, to get the steal and the turnover. And we're back to live action. Number 13 is Ricketson. Again, she'll hold the ball. Really slows things down. They initiate the offense. McWilliam, three-pointer. Short off the front of the rim. Swant with the rebound. Knocked away. And the Broncos come back up with the ball. McWilliam on the outside. Hagan now, cross-court pass. Back to McWilliam as they throw it around the perimeter. The drive inside pass. Swant gets a hand on it. And they call jump ball. Possession arrow in Simon Fraser's favor, so they'll take over, and Ket will bring the ball up the court. 2 minutes left in the game. Swant along the outside. Now in the left corner, Kett with a three-pointer miss. Swant goes after it. Goes off a Bronco player and out of bounds. That's going to be Simon Fraser ball for the inbound play. Kett will inbound. She finds Swat, a little bit trouble getting it in. Swat drives, where she's fouled. Looks like it was Rickardson who got her hand on across the arms of Swant, as you take a look at it there, while she was going for the ball in the paint. So Swant comes out of the game, and checking in is our first look at the freshman Taylor Drennan from Spokane, Washington. We have another jump ball, and this time the possession arrow is in favor of the Broncos.
Yeah, it was a post-entry pass and cutting Meg Wilson, and the defender for the Broncos, Hagan, is able to get her hands in there and tie it up, and it's her second jump ball here of the quarter.
Rickardson walking the ball up the court. She's got Hagan on the right and McWilliam on the left. And now she's joined in the backcourt by her forward, Jordan Kimbrough. They're driving left side. Here comes the high screen. McWilliam on the outside drives. Back out a long two-pointer from Waddy Blow. Misses. Jackson with the rebound. She gives to Kett, and here come the Clan.
And the Clan really looking to run, looking to press the floor here. While the Broncos are really trying to slow things down and not get into a run-and-gun game with the Clan like they did yesterday, as we saw the end result of that. So they're really trying to slow things down. The Clan really trying to up the tempo here.
Beautiful inside pass from Wilson to Jackson. And that's 2 points for the Clan, and that's something we were hoping to see more of this season with the addition of Taylor Jackson.
Yeah, she's 2 for 2 here to start, and it's a luxury that Coach Langford has. You get a Div 1 transfer who comes off the bench and is your sixth man or sixth woman off the bench and able to contribute. That's quite the luxury. A lot of teams aren't going to have that.
Jackson, who played her freshman season at UC Irvine before joining the Simon Fraser this year, she played almost 20 minutes a game for UC Irvine.
And I think we're just trying to, Coach Langford trying to find how she fits into this offense, into this system. Obviously, different schools have different coaching styles, and I think Coach Langford, as you can see with her minutes, she's trying to get more minutes per game and use her more frequently. So I think she's just trying to find her groove.
That's a good point, Z. We're 8 games into the season. We have a lot of freshmen on the Clan roster. Of course, Jackson, the transfer, and they're trying to figure out how everything fits together. So far, it's working.
It is, and if there's one coach that I know can make it work, it is Coach Langford. He's been around for a while, and he's definitely someone who knows what he's doing and has great success with his programs.
Wilson with a three-pointer misses right side, and the Broncos come back. Rickardson, right side, now it's in. Little drop step move from Waddy Blow that misses. Rebound Simon Fraser. Looks like that was Sam Beauchamp who came up with the loose ball. And back come the Clan. Kett, right side. 5 seconds left. Drives, Wilson, pull-up jumper, misses. Rebound, Beauchamp. She puts it out to Drennan. And there's the buzzer. Simon Fraser didn't get that shot off.
And Coach Langford's not going to like that one. I'm sure he's going to give Beauchamp an earful here. It's a situation where you got to be aware of the game clock, and the situation was that she needed to throw up a shot there as she got the rebound, but unfortunately she just turned around and went to pass it out as time expired.
So we go to the quarter break where we'll stay. Just want to remind everyone that Nestor's Market is proud to be the official grocer of SFU Athletics. They are your local grocery store, which offers a full selection of items, including organic, all natural, gluten-free, and much, much more. Visit Nestor's Market today at the Cornerstone atop Burnaby Mountain.
Just to go over some of the stats here in the first quarter. The Broncos, 7 points on 3 of 10 shooting. And Simon Fraser, 13 points on 6 of 15 shooting, 0 for 4 from the three-point line, one for 2 from the line, 7 rebounds. The Broncos 11 rebounds. As I said, 3 of 10 shooting on 30%, 0 for 1 from 3, and 1 of 2 from the line.
So a much different story in this, the second of back-to-back games between these two teams. Yesterday, Simon Fraser led 15-13, and right now they have a 6-point lead as we begin the second quarter. Ozzy Nabugo checks in for Simon Fraser as we have 4 of our 5 starters in the game. Swant is the lone person who didn't start the game in the lineup for Simon Fraser. She has replaced Tia Sang, the freshman who started. Swant on the outside, the Argyles high school player from 2 years ago. Now back inside to Fragile. The back-to-back basket turn. She's met by a host of Broncos outside the Swant. Three-pointer, short. Ozzy with the rebound. She'll reset for Simon Fraser back on the outside. Wide open is Ket. There's the 3. That misses, and the Broncos come down with it. Chelsea Waddy Blow with that rebound. Simon Fraser very active on the defensive end, making it very difficult for the Broncos to score in this contest.
And this is a very low-scoring contest at 13-7 after the first quarter. As we mentioned here, the Broncos really trying to slow things down here and try and be efficient. But 3 of 10 shooting to start as we see a drive baseline for the jumper, giving the Broncos their 9th points of the game.
Simon Fraser comes right back. Fragile drives. Ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Simon Fraser will retain possession with 23 seconds on the shot clock. Ket will set things up. They look for Swan on the outside. That's not open, so they go to Fragile, and then Ket quickly back in. Top of the key, Ket. Swan to the right side, drives, nothing there. They're rotating to a wide open Ket for a 3. She misses. Swant with the rebound and the putback. She's fouled. What effort from Sophie Swant. And she'll go to the line. Take a look at the replay. Swant fake, drives. Back outside. Ket with a 3-pointer. There's the miss, and driving in is Swant from the right side into the paint. And she'll hit the first of her free throws. Tia Sang checking in for Simon Fraser. She is replacing Ozzy Nabugo. So we have Sang and Ket now in the backcourt. Swant misses the second. And Brooks comes down with the rebound, and they'll walk the court into the offensive zone. Will the Broncos?
Yeah, it's an interesting strategy here. I mean, it is a close game, relatively speaking, but, in running this slow offense, especially with all that perimeter play, one bad pass that leads to a turnover. They've already got 8 turnovers here, and a lot of them have come from setting up that offense. And here's another one where it's just an errant pass, a Clan able to steal, and then go down the court for a fast break.
Sang getting her hand on that pass to create the turnover, and Simon Fraser Ket drives. Little bounce pass inside to Fragile. She's stripped of the ball by Ricketson, and back come the Broncos quickly this time. Cross-court pass and a 3-point attempt put up, hits the side of the basket. Rebound to the Broncos. Brooks tries to get off a shot. She's checked, and Simon Fraser comes up with it in the scramble. Swant on the perimeter. Wilson driving baseline, puts up a little right-hander. That's good off the backboard. 16-9 now for SFU. Ricketson, top of the key. Brooks is also out there along with Dominique Dotson. She's number 23, who's in the game now. We also have Brooks and McWilliam on the court for Cal Poly. Inside. Shot miss. Kimbrough drives with the rebound and picks up the 2-pointer.
That was a nice look inside, just able to get inside position and power up for that easy layup there.
Swant with the three-pointer. That also misses. Simon Fraser not making many shots from beyond the arc in this particular game. Of course, yesterday, Simon Fraser was 5 of 17 on three-pointers. Turnover by the Broncos, and Simon Fraser will have possession as a host of Clan players come into the game. That's Taylor Jackson, number 12, Tyler Drennan coming in, number 3, and Ozzy, 32, is in, and for the Broncos, number 24, Marshanique Hall is coming into the contest. Hall is guarding Kett as the ball comes up the court to Drennan. Top of the key is Swant. Simon Fraser on the outside. There's a kick ball with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Simon Fraser will retain possession. 6 minutes to go here in the second half, just over 6 minutes. Inbounds to Kett. Simon Fraser on the outside. Jackson now with possession inside to Swant. They kick it out to Ozzy, rotated around to Kett. She drives. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 4. Drennan for a three-pointer. That's good for Simon Fraser.
And that's their first one. The Clan 1 of 9 to start this game. Started 0 for 8, and they're 1 of 9 now for 11.1%. Obviously, the Clan, really like to shoot that three ball, and hasn't really worked out for them early here.
Broncos answer with a three-point shot of their own. Swant with a rebound. Drennan to Kett on the fast break. Here's an uncontested three. Misses. Broncos with the rebound.
And I don't really like that shot, Frosty. I thought that she could have maybe looked at getting an open look down low. I think we had a Clan post player that was cutting to the basket and could have maybe gotten easy two rather than the pull-up fast break three. Obviously, one of the better shooters on the team is Ellen Kett from three-point line, but still, in a game, you just want to kind of get the open looks first.
There's another three-pointer from Simon Fraser. That's Drennan with back-to-back threes. Has Simon Fraser out 22-11 now. 5'6" freshman from Spokane, Washington. Broncos. Kimbrough on the inside misses. Grabs her own rebound and gets the putback. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Simon Fraser out in front, 22-13.
And things are picking up a little bit. You can see a little bit more pace on both ends of the floor. The Broncos kind of looking at maybe made some adjustments in the last timeout, and so we're going to have a media timeout coming up here, but it looks like they're going to change up their style of play.
Kett tries to go inside to Jackson, and that's knocked away. And we've got a timeout on the floor. As we take a look at a replay of that last shot by Drennan, her second three-pointer. And in yesterday's game, Drennan was 1 for 1 on threes. I've been impressed with what I've seen from Drennan. She looks like she's got a high basketball IQ. 5'6", she's not your tallest guard, but I think that was one of the reasons why she wanted to come to Simon Fraser from Spokane, Washington. Coach Bruce Langford has a history of developing smaller point guards over the years. If we think back to players like his daughter, Danny Langford, Teresa Kleindienst, now Gabriel, and a host of others.
Yeah, and Coach Langford's really good with the guards, as you mentioned. He's had success in developing guards, and obviously Drennan, I'm sure had a couple schools, within the league, the GNAC conference. Many schools are in Washington and Oregon, and she probably had a couple schools on her, but it's nice to see some American flavor, and I think we're going to see that a little bit more as kids in the Washington and Oregon and the GNAC country kind of get familiar with Simon Fraser, know that they are part of the league, and if they want to play in GNAC, they want to play in C2 basketball and maybe get an experience to play in another country at the same time, it might be an opportunity for them, and I think we could see that in the future with this program.
Yes, there are usually several Americans sprinkled on the lineups of all the Clan teams. As Canada's NCAA team, Simon Fraser is the only school in Canada to compete in the NCAA. Simon Fraser retains possession as the officials whistled that one down with the music still going. Inbounds to Ozzy, back to Swan. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Keck drives, pull-up jumper, misses, rebound. Jackson, nope, stripped of the ball, and the Broncos come up with it. Ricketson will bring the ball back up the court. Now their baseline, McWilliam looking. Cross-court pass intercepted by Swant. Drinnan drives, fast break, pulls up to Swant, and she'll slow things down. Simon Fraser in control.
And Drinnan had an open look at a three there that she passed up, and the coaching staff here yelling at her, take that shot, take that shot. She's already nailed 2 of them.
Swant takes her own three-pointer, rebound, long looping one falls to Kett, and Simon Fraser turns the ball over as Kett looked for Swant, but she was cutting out of the baseline paint area and getting to the perimeter.
And Drinnan getting an earful as she goes back on defense from Langford, saying, you had 2 open looks there, you got to take that. And I have to agree with him there that she's 2 for 2. Just keep it going, and if you get a look like that, you got to take it. But maybe some of the freshman nerves kicked in there with her, and she was didn't want to make a mistake.
Yeah, game number 8 for Drinnan. She's probably still finding her place on the team, gaining some confidence, and just not quite sure. A year from now, she'll be making those shots, taking and making. As the Broncos turn the ball over again.
Yeah, looks like we had a 3 in the key violation there on the Broncos, as I think it might have been Waddy Blow who's staying a little bit, overstaying her welcome in the post there.
Mabugo stripped of the ball, grabs it back as she went high. Wow, is she athletic, drives. Another left-handed scoop shot, misses. Rebound comes down into the hands of Priscilla Brooks.
Just a bad sequence overall there. That's a look we saw from Ozzy before. Starting on the right side of the floor, cutting across the paint, trying to go left. But, if you have taller defenders in your area, as athletic as she is, if she's going sideways, it's tough to elevate while you're going sideways to get the ball up over the defender. And again, miss layup, and then Pomona comes down with the rebound, and the Clan get caught reaching in there for no reason.
Interesting to see the Broncos let the ball roll all the way to center court before they pick it up. They want to preserve time on the clock, yet they slow things down. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Back on the outside, driving is Hall, and she draws the foul, the offensive foul.
Yeah, and then the Broncos are really trying to slow things down, but when you slow things down like that, you want to make sure you get good looks. You want to be able to be secure in your passes, but 14 turnovers, I don't know if that's really working for them here. We've got a 9-point game now.
Ozzy with a little one-handed shot after the nice pass on the baseline by Swan. Wow. So we see flashes of things I like from Simon Fraser in this game, and again in yesterday's game, as we get to see the Clan in their first 2 home games of the season. And here's the replay. Drennan gave it to Swant, who drove, and she just little pass back to Ozzy, and the one-hander goes in.
Yeah, that was a nice look there as the Broncos take a 30-second timeout down 11 here and trying to regroup and see if they can get some momentum going into the half. We've got just under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Charter Bus Lines, the official motor court of SFU Athletics, is proud to support all Clan teams. Charter is dedicated to providing safe and comfortable transportation to your games throughout the Pacific Northwest. Visit them at charterbuslines.com. We are back to live action here in the West Gym. Simon Fraser leading 24-13 with 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Simon Fraser riding a 7-game win streak. They lost their opener against number 2 ranked Cal Baptist and have since peeled off 7 straight wins, 6 of those on the road. Drive into the paint, scoop shot is missed, but a foul is called on the play. That foul charged against Simon Fraser, 21, Sophie Swant.
That's gonna be her second foul here of the first half for Swant, as he is saying runs the scores table to check in.
Little one-handed shot from Benton, that missed. Benton with a rebound, falls again now to Ket on the floor, and Drennan pushes the ball up the court. And we've got Sophie Swant limping after that. Offensive sequence underneath the basket, looked like she was favoring her ankle. She got up slowly, was limping, so Coach Bruce Langford called a timeout.
And Sang's going to come check in here on this timeout.
Looks like
Swan.
Swan has taken off her left shoe, and the training staff for Simon Fraser is attending to her now. The sophomore from North Vancouver out of Argyle High School in her second season with Simon Fraser.
That's my alma mater, a grad of many years ago. I won't throw numbers out to age myself, but I give you a hint. I just recently had a reunion, and it wasn't my 10-year reunion.
Ozzy Nabugo, drives, misses. Waddy Blow came down with that rebound, and the Broncos come back. Cross-court pass, all alone on the right side for the three-pointer is Marshanique Hall, and that shot is good. It's 16 points now for the Broncos.
And that's their first three-pointer of the game. 1 of 4 from beyond the arc are the Broncos.
And Drennan turns the ball over, and the Broncos with a steal. On the outside, another three-point attempt, and that one is good. This time it's from Alyssa Benton, and suddenly the Broncos have life with a minute to go in the first half.
Wow.
Trailing 24-19. Wilson drives, stops, outside to Sang, misses the three. Drennan with a rebound to Wilson underneath. She misses. Sang with a rebound, and she's clobbered underneath and draws the foul.
And back-to-back threes for the Broncos to make this a 5-point game. A team that didn't shoot particularly well yesterday. I haven't looked at their season stats, so I'm not sure what they shoot on the season, but I know they didn't shoot. They only went 1 of 3 yesterday from beyond the arc, and here they are, 2 of 5 today, and those are 2 big threes for the Broncos.
So Simon Fraser's lead has been whittled now to 5. Sang misses the first of a back-to-back. Makes the second one. 48 seconds left in the first half. And again, the Broncos trying to preserve time on the clock. This time Drennan meets Rickardson, forcing him to pick up the ball. They're on the outside, setting up the offense are the Broncos. Baseline, back outside, inside, turnover. Looks like Wilson got her hand on it. Ket driving, fast break. They got to pull up. We have 26 seconds on the main clock and 26 on the shot clock. So Simon Fraser will look to make this a one-shot game, and that shot they will take. 13 seconds now. Actually, 1 second differential between the two clocks. Ket driving, 5-4, three-pointer from Wilson. Miss, rebound Broncos. Here they come. A long shot from Brooks, nowhere near. And that will bring the second quarter and first half to a close. Simon Fraser with a 6-point lead, 25-19 at the end of the first half. And we are going to be joined with a we're going to be joined by Ozzy Nabugo for this. Ozzy, thanks for joining us here at halftime of the game. First of all, your impressions of that first half.
I think we we're getting out-competed here. They're big, physical, they're playing well, and we need to take away the momentum. They got a bit of momentum in that last bit, and we need to take that away from them.
And what did you like from Simon Fraser in that first half?
I think defensively we actually did pretty well. We let them take a few shots, but overall, like in the first bit especially, we were working really hard. We were getting hands on balls. We were getting steals. It was good. So we need to just bring that back again in the second half.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Ozzy, for joining us. Good luck in the second half. We are going to take a break here from the West Gym, and we'll be back with our halftime show right after this message.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
A true champion puts every ounce of sweat and effort into the goal. Find your passion, become one with it, and great things will happen. I am Kevin Vigna, and I am ready for the new season.
All of my enemies made the decision, it's better to follow me. I make no apologies, all of my sins I would repeat and I repeat, cause I'ma be me till the death of me. Oh yeah, I can smell your fear, the only reason that I'm here is to wreak havoc. Everybody praying that I'll change it, maybe one day, but tomorrow I'll be back at it. Cause die hard, these things die hard. We live fast, we die hard. Go against me, you die hard. SFU! Die hard.
Champions keep working until they get it right. The more you dream, the harder you work, the farther you get. I'm Amadi Kamara, and I am ready for the new season.
Strong character is created little by little, day by day. It is pushing through physical and mental pain, agonizing losses, and repetitive practices. I am JJ Pankratz, and I am ready for the new season.
It's on us to stop sexual violence.
We are Canada's NCAA team.
With 400 student athletes in 17 sports.
Together, we can end sexual violence at SFU.
To look out for each other.
And not look the other way.
To get a friend home safe.
To not blame the victim.
It's on us.
It's on us.
To speak up.
To step in.
To support those who need it.
To be a part of the solution, not the problem.
It's on me, it's on you, it's on us.
Because consent matters.
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 Learn more about how you can contribute to a culture of zero tolerance towards sexual violence at SFU by visiting sfu.ca/sexual assault.
Because together, we can make a difference.
Last year was disappointing for us. Missing the NCAA championships has been in the back of our minds all season, and we're determined not to waste another opportunity.
We wanted to prove to everyone that we are capable of achieving success beyond our expectations.
Since the start of training camp in August, we've all taken responsibility for being the best we can be every day and held each other accountable for all the little things.
We never took anything for granted. We came out to each practice and race with a goal and purpose that we needed to achieve. When the journey got tough, we never lost our focus. We always came back to the hard work we had put in and never doubted our ability to succeed.
Each member of this team fought for every inch in the 6 kilometers at West Regionals because our greater goal is more important than any individual effort.
We've done the work and earned our place in the NCAA championships. Now we have the chance to achieve something truly special.
This season we came together as a team. We supported each other throughout and never wavered from our ambitions. We are ready to represent Canada's NCAA team.
Right, that's how a superhero
One team,
400 athletes strong.
We sing not one,
but 2 national anthems.
We strive to always be better.
We put our heart into competition.
We pursue national championships and university degrees.
We care about our communities.
We are
Canada's NCAA team.
Canada's NCAA team.
Canada's NCAA team.
We are Canada's NCAA team.
it's on us to stop sexual violence.
We are Canada's NCAA team.
With 400 student athletes in 17 sports.
Together, we can end sexual violence at SFU. To look out for each other.
And not look the other way.
To get a friend home safe.
To not blame the victim.
It's on us.
It's on us.
To speak up.
To step in.
To support those who need it.
To be a part of the solution, not the problem.
It's on me, it's on you, it's on us.
Because consent matters.
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 Learn more about how you can contribute to a culture of zero tolerance towards sexual violence at SFU by visiting sfu.ca/sexual assault.
Because together, we can make a difference.
All right, we're back here live at Simon Fraser University's West Gym, where I'm going to be joined by Taylor Drennan is going to join us now here on Clan TV. Taylor, how's that first half going for you?
I think it went all right. We talked at halftime, have to make a couple adjustments, but overall I think we're going to be all right, come out stronger in the second half.
Looks like you were knocking down a couple of three-pointers there in the first half. Are you starting to get comfortable with taking that shot and having the confidence to take it?
Yeah, it's nice that my teammates can get me open for the three.
And how have you found the adjustment coming from high school to NCAA basketball?
It's a lot different, but it's a positive move. It's a good experience for me. It's a lot more competitive, I'd say, but overall it's good.
And how do you find the intensity of the games? Is
A
that
lot
a big
more
jump?
intense. Yes, it is a huge jump, but it's what I wanted, so I'm glad to be here, and yeah.
And before I let you go, I have to ask you one more question. Why did you choose to come to Canada's NCAA team?
I came up on the visit. I really liked the coaches, the teammates, and I just wanted something different. So it's kind of a new experience for me. Wanted to get out of my comfort zone.
Oh, well, outstanding. Good luck to you, and keep on up with the good work here in the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That was Taylor Drennan, the freshman from Spokane, Washington. And now we are going to be joined by Jessica Wallace, the Simon Fraser assistant coach, who is joining us courtside. First off, Jessica, your impression of the first half.
Well, Cal Poly is obviously trying to slow the game down a little bit more than yesterday's game, and I think we just have to do a better job of controlling the boards, hitting some open threes. We've been struggling with hitting the shot, so I think if we fix those in this half, it'll look a lot better.
And is that a case in the three-point shooting, is that they'll just start to fall because a lot of those looks have been wide open?
Oh, absolutely. We just hope it starts to fall. I mean, you have games, you have good games, you have bad games with the shooting, and Taylor's been doing a great job of picking us up, so hopefully we can run a few more looks to her and get the ball rolling with that.
And one of the things I liked from that first half was your defensive intensity. Wow, you guys looked pretty good defensively.
Yeah, we've been getting better and better defensively every game, and that's a really good thing to see, so hopefully we keep bringing that into the second half, force them to make some turnovers.
And any other adjustments you're going to make in the second half?
We just really want to control the boards. So I think if we can do a better job with that, I think everything else will take care of itself.
Thanks, Jessica, and good luck in the second half. SFU assistant coach Jessica Wallace. As we're 2 minutes away from starting the second half, and I'll run through some of the numbers from the first half with the Z-Man. Simon Fraser was 10 of 31 from the field in the first half. Of course, we mentioned they were 2 of 14 from three-pointers, and that's yesterday the Clan was 5 of 17 on threes. SFU lost the battle on the boards, as Jessica Wallace talked about. They were out-rebounded 23-15 in the first half, and the number that jumps out to me, Z, is Cal Poly Pomona with 9 offensive boards.
Yeah, they were real physical down low and able to get up there. A lot of their looks were layups from underneath, right underneath the basket. So oftentimes in a situation like that, you've already kind of boxed out your defender when you're that close to the basket. So when layup opportunities come, they get those second chance opportunities quite easily, and that's where the offensive rebound came from. And they also put up 6 second chance points in the first half. I think the main thing here is the turnovers. The Broncos turned the ball over far too many times. 15 turnovers for the Broncos, and Clan only have 4. And the Clan have scored 14 points off those turnovers. So if the Broncos want to get back in this game, they're going to really have to limit the number of turnovers they commit in the second half.
And the Broncos shot 8 of 23 from the field in the first half, 2 of 5 on three-pointers. They pulled down 23 rebounds, and as he mentioned, 15 turnovers in that game. Simon Fraser shooting 10 of 31 from the field, 2 of 14 on threes. And we're getting set here to start the second half. Simon Fraser with a 25-19 lead at the break. The Broncos will start with possession of the ball. And again, as we've seen all game long, they will walk the ball up and they will wait to initiate their offense. The starters are back in the game for Simon Fraser, the same 5 players who started the game, and that's Wilson, Fradgley, Nabugo, Sang, and Ket. Broncos along the perimeter, 5 seconds on the shot clock, they're going inside. There's a Fradgley standing straight up, but a foul is called. Foul's called on 32. That's Ozzy.
It's going to be her first foul. But once again, I thought, we might see some adjustments from the Broncos in how they run that offense, but it looks like they're going to stick with their original game plan and really slow things down, as we saw them run the shot clock down before they ran the offense. It's a very stagnant offense to start, and then about 15, 14, 13 seconds left on the shot clock is when they run their front court set.
And it really slows down the Simon Fraser fast break. The Clan would rather play an up-tempo game with all their shooters. And there's Ket driving, gives it to Ozzy. She'll kick it back out, and they're on the perimeter. Inside now, Fragile drives. A little right-handed jumper off the glass, misses. Ozzy active on the boards, grabs the offensive rebound. Sang fakes a three in the Clan. Back inside to Ozzy on the outside. Ket drives. She's met by the Broncos, and there's a three-point shot, and that's good for Meg Wilson, the forward on the outside. She gives the Clan a 7-point lead here to start the third quarter. Ricketson with the ball. Priscilla Brooks, who usually sets the high screen, standing alongside her at the top of outside the three-point line. Ricketson drives, top of the key, now gives it to Brooks. She drives into the paint, little right-hander misses, rebound to Ozzy. She hands the ball off. Nope, she's going to bring it back up and then gives it to Ket, the senior from Melbourne, Australia. Brings the ball up on the outside. Wilson drives, turns, and she is blocked.
Looks like we're going to get it's going to be a jump ball situation. The Clan are going to retain possession on that shot.
And that was Benton who got her hand on the ball that forced the jump ball. Simon Fraser on the outside. Sang hits the side of the backboard on her three-point attempt, and Ricketson racing back up the court but pulls back. Now the Broncos on the outside. They go inside. Waddy Blow with a basket in the paint. Cuts the lead to 5. Wilson drives, stops to Ket on the outside, three-pointer. That's wide left, rebound falls. Ricketson picks it up, and back come the Broncos. She's guarded by Sang. There's a quick shot from Cal Poly and miss. Ket pulls it down and races back up the court. She's got Fragile and Sang as she drives, finds Sang, drives, and she's stripped of the ball, and back come the Broncos, one-on-one. Aaron Hagan tried to drive layup, tried to draw contact, fell, and didn't get a very good shot away. Simon Fraser Sang with a three-pointer, misses it short.
And this
Waddy Blow with the rebound.
Up the rebound, but this game has really upped its intensity real quick. The Broncos for the last couple possessions ran with a quicker offense, so I'm not really sure what strategy the coaching staff here is trying to employ, but again, here we see them slow it down with 10 on the shot clock. They start their offense.
Broncos long pass to the side of the paint, and that's good. It's converted by Alyssa Benton. Suddenly we have a 3-point game with 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Simon Fraser is open with several three-point shots, trying to find their three-point range. Fragile inside, puts it off the glass, and that's good. Fragile's averaging 7.5 points this season. And she started all 8 games for the Clan. Around the perimeter, they go inside. A little shoulder from Priscilla Brooks, and she's called on the offensive foul. She leaned into the Clan defender and didn't get away with it, as we have substitutions coming into the game for Simon Fraser. 20 is Sam Beauchamp, and Sophie Swant is in, number 21. Both of them saw lots of action in the first half as well. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ozzy, baseline, drives into the paint, spins, puts up a little right-hander. Wow, she looks good, athletic.
That was a really nice move. She spun around back and used that long wingspan to get that layup to go, and that was a real nice look from Ozzy.
Nabugo has been noticeable on both ends of the court. She is active, she's intense, and she's aggressive. Broncos almost with a turnover, a missed rebound, another offensive rebound, this time from Wadi Blow.
And she's going to get her 12th point of the afternoon here on 5 of 10 shooting. Wadi Blow getting another good look down low, and she's a tough one to stop down there.
Ket driving into the paint, kicks out to Swant. Now it's outside to Wilson. She thought about a three and then changed her mind. Now it's Ket with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Drops it inside to Wilson. She's double teamed and turns the ball over. The ball falls into the hands of Wadi Blow, and the Broncos walk it back up the court. Erin Hagan outside the three-point line. They initiate the offense with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Ricketson, cross-court pass, three-pointer from Benton, but there's another offensive foul on the inside. And that's against number 34, Priscilla Brooks. That's her second offensive foul in a row. And for those of you who follow Simon Fraser Athletics, we want to offer our congratulations to the SFU Clan women's volleyball team, who next week will be participating in the NCAA regional tournament for the first time in the history of the program. Simon Fraser will be making the trip to Anchorage, Alaska as the number 3 seed in the West region. Sorry, the number 4 seed in the West region. Simon Fraser will be playing against Great Northwest Athletic Conference rival Northwest Nazarene.
I think they had some success against Nazarene. They split the season series, or did they win?
They actually swept the season series, winning 3 straight in both games.
Okay.
Simon Fraser finished the year 21-7, and that's the first time in the history of the program they've had 21 wins. And Simon Fraser has a history of volleyball both in the CIS and in the NAIA before Simon Fraser joined the NCAA in 2010. Of course, that squad, the volleyball team, is led by senior captain Allison McKay, who's a member of the Canadian national team, as we're back to live action here in the West Gym. McKay was GNAC Defensive Player of the Year, and she was joined on the all-conference first team by Tessa May and Tamara Nip. Simon Fraser on the outside, Swant, as Drennan has checked in for the Clan. The freshman point guard with a three-pointer misses off the rim, and the rebound falls to Wadi Blow.
And the Clan continue to be out-rebounded here. It's now 28-20 on the boards, and Wadi Blow, 9 rebounds for her.
So Erin Hagan tried to take the ball baseline, where she was met and fouled by the Clan. As Taylor Jackson checks in for Simon Fraser, replacing Sam Beauchamp. A long pass to the outside, intercepted by Ellen Ket. Ozzy races up the court, but they find Drennan wide open for the three. She misses, rebound comes down to the Broncos, and here they come, walking the ball back up the court.
And the Clan struggling from beyond the arc. 3 of 20 are the Clan for 15%, but Coach Langford still giving the green light. And, you know, if you're a shooter, you're still going to take those shots and hope that they start going in for you.
Three-point attempt missed by the Broncos. They come up with a rebound, and then they turn the ball over. Hagan turns it over, and back comes Simon Fraser. Long pass to Ozzy, cuts into the paint, kicks to Drennan. She throws it inside to Jackson. Her little right-handed turnaround hits, and Simon Fraser now has a 7-point lead.
As you heard Coach Langford there, telling Drennan to take that shot. She had that open look, and she missed the last two in the same spot, but he's still giving her the green light. You know, you got to take that shot, build your confidence, and you know, a true shooter will get that one to drop. You just got to keep shooting the ball, and with the lead, you have the ability to do that.
Another three-pointer in and out by the Broncos. Rebound goes to Odyssey. Ket picks it up. Fast break to Drennan, and she lays it in. Here come the Clan. Simon Fraser now leading 36-27 on a little run here for the 9-point lead. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Three-pointer missed. And Waddy Blow going for the rebound. And she's called on the foul. She had some contact with Taylor Jackson, a sophomore transfer from UC Irvine. As we take a look at the replay on that fast break, Drennan drives after the long pass from Ellen Ket. Of course, Taylor Jackson, the former BC High School Player of the Year. Drennan long three-pointer, misses. Ozzy with the rebound. They kick it back out to the outside. Drennan finds Swat on the outside. She hesitates on the three, gives it to Drennan. Back to Swat, back to Drennan. Screen by Ozzy, drives into the paint. And we've got a foul underneath on 32, Chelsea Waddy Blow.
And that's going to be Waddy Blow's third foul, as Coach Donnell over here calls for a timeout. Donnell Bishop, obviously the head boss here on of the Broncos.
This afternoon's game, SFU Women's Basketball on Clan TV, is brought to you in part by Nestor's Market, the official grocer of SFU Athletics, the Hilton Vancouver Metrotown Hotel, Charter Bus Lines of BC, and by the SFU Spirit Shop. And this week, the SFU Spirit Shop is offering 20% off, and it's Black Friday holiday sale. So if you have an opportunity and you want some SFU Clan gear, drop by the SFU Spirit Shop located in the Maggie Benson building. Today's game is live streamed in HD, and you can watch it at athletics.sfu.ca/live. This game will also be available on demand at athletics.sfu.ca/on-demand. We are back to live action here in the West Gym, 36-27 for Simon Fraser, with 1:37 to go in the third quarter. Swat drive, stripped to the ball, stolen by Ricketson. Back come the Broncos. On the outside. Simon Fraser looks like dropping into a zone out of that timeout. And there's a foul called on Taylor Jackson as Chelsea Waddy Blow drove and went to her right. Taylor Jackson, number 12 for Simon Fraser. She led Brookswood to back-to-back BC AAA basketball titles back in, I think, 2014 and 2015 when she was the BC High School Player of the Year. She spent last year with UC Irvine in California, where she averaged 4 points and almost 4 rebounds in 18 minutes a game. Coach Bruce Langford happy to welcome her back to Vancouver and to the SFU program, where she can play for Canada's NCAA team, get a Canadian education, and continue to play in the NCAA. 36-29 for Simon Fraser.
Waddy Blow makes those two to lead. All scorers are 14. The only player in double digits for either team is Waddy Blow with 14 on 5 of 10 shooting, 4-4 from the line.
Wilson misses from the top of the key for the Clan. Rebound falls to Brooks. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Ricketson on the outside. Back to Ricketson, looks inside, rotates. Long pass, back door. And it's good by Brooks. She was wide open as Ozzy missed. That was her check and she was left unguarded. 26 seconds. Ket on the right side. As the Clan will run this down, there is a 2-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. Third quarter. Ket, top of the key. Looks for a three, pulls up to Drennan for a three-pointer, left side, misses. Rebound to Brooks, she drives. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, long shot off the backboard and no good. And that will bring the third quarter to a close. A 5-point lead for Simon Fraser, 36-31 as we enter the fourth quarter. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back with live action from the West Gym right after this.
Fear can either drive us back or push us forward to play harder and stronger. To uncover your true potential, you must first find your own limits and then have the courage to blow past them. I am Cruz Velasquez, and I am ready for the new season.
Champions are made from something deep inside. A desire, a dream, a vision. Anything is possible if you are determined, dedicated, and if you believe in yourself. I am Lauren Swistak, and I am ready for the new season.
We're back here live at the West Gym on Clan TV. Steve Frost sitting in for Howard Samur from the Province newspaper and theprovince.com. Alongside the Z-Man courtside here in the West Gym. We're just starting the fourth quarter. Simon Fraser with a 5-point lead against Cal Poly Pomona Broncos. That pass intercepted by Meg Wilson. As Tia Sang now in the game for Simon Fraser. Of course, she started this contest. And she's back in, replacing Drennan. Long three by Sang, misses, rebound. Goes to Taylor Jackson. And she turns the ball over after she was guarded by Waddy Blow.
Yeah, it was a weird sequence. It looked like there might have been some contact there. The officials might have missed. Coach Langford getting on head ref Jacob Petz for that scenario down there.
Simon Fraser in a 2-3 zone. Here's the shot at three, and that's good by Alyssa Benton.
I'll tell you, if you look at this box score right now, it does not indicate what the scoreboard is indicating a 2-point game. The Broncos have 21 turnovers, but then you look at the Clan shooting 3 of 23 from three-point line, and that kind of makes sense of why we have such a close game here.
SFU goes inside to Jackson. It's off her and out of bounds. Of course, if you're a fan of SFU basketball, you'll notice that Elisa Homer is not on the floor, and she is in street clothes on the Clan bench. Homer had a concussion in a recent game, and she's not available for Simon Fraser. She's sitting out. Swant with a three-pointer. That's good. Just the fourth three-pointer of the game for Simon Fraser, and they're now 4 of 24.
Yeah, and that's just under 17% for the game. So a Clan that, as we've seen many, many times over the years, live and die by the three. And when they're on, and sometimes when they're off, they got to find other ways to score.
Benton misses the three. Ket with a rebound to Sang. Swant mishandles the ball. Back to Ket. She puts up a three. Misses. Brooks with a rebound, hands the ball off. Ricketson coming up. Long bounce pass. Benton drives inside. Pull-up jumper in the paint. That's good. 3-point game. Just under 8 minutes to go. Ket drives into the paint, stops, puts it back out to Sang. She hits the three. And Simon Fraser has suddenly hit back-to-back three-pointers.
That was a nice find from Ket. Ket's struggling 0 for 9 shooting is Ket, but able to dish out 5 assists. So still finding a way to contribute, and hopefully she'll knock in a couple here before the game ends.
Simon Fraser playing their 4th game in 5 nights. And that may have contributed to the poor shooting from Ket, although she draws the foul there on Ricketson. As we take a look at the replay of the last three-pointer, Ket drives paint, kicks out. Swant hits the three-pointer. Sorry, Sang with the three-pointer. Simon Fraser now with a 6-point lead as a hand check foul is called on Marshanique Hall on Ket. So Simon Fraser will get a fresh shot clock. With 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Sang to Swant. Jackson in position underneath. Little right-handed shot on the turn, and that's good.
And she's had some success. I think all 4 of her baskets have been for her. And Jackson is 4 of 4 for 8 points, so perfect. And I think all 4, I think 3 jumpers and a layup for Jackson.
And it looks like she likes to turn to the right baseline to take those shots. She's had her success, as you mentioned, Z. And there, defensively, she put the pressure on and forced the miss by Hall. And in the scramble underneath the basket, we've got a jump ball. As we take a look at the replay, Jackson gets it, turns to the baseline, and puts it up. The former Brookswood Bobcat star and 2-time AAA champion with Brookswood. 44-36 the score. 8-point lead. Ket in control. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Swant with the three, way off. Jackson with the offensive board and the putback.
And she's having a great game. You know, gets the offensive rebound there, puts it back for continue her 100% shooting for the game. 5 for 5, 10 points for Taylor Jackson.
And Clan coach Bruce Langford, tongue-in-cheek, called that a nice pass from Swat on the missed shot. Didn't hit the rim and barely grazed the backboard. A lot of contact underneath. Foul called.
Yeah, that's going to be on Brooks, and that's going to be her fourth foul of the game.
So Brooks is out of the game. She'll take a seat. Simon Fraser now with a 10-point lead. Sang with a three-pointer, and that's good. She draws contact from Ricketson, and we have a chance at a 4-point play from Sang.
Wow, that was a great call by the official. Felix Gonzalez there sticking with the shooter on that one and saw the contact after the shot, and you could see clearly that she was contacted, and a good call from the official here as Sang goes to the line to make it a 4-point play as the basket is good. And that was the only 7th free throw attempt for the Clan. And Pomona's only gone to the line 6 times, so neither team really attacking the basket, draw the foul. We've seen a lot of stuff from the outside, especially from the Clan.
And Sang has shown him a lot of confidence in this game. Ozzy on the fast break on the pass from Ket misses. Rebound falls to Hagen. I like Sang, the freshman. She's gritty, she's tough, and she's hit big shots here today and in yesterday's home contest as well. Jackson providing the defense. She's called on the foul. As we take a look at that three-point shot, Ket on the outside, found Sang, there it is, and you saw the contact on the hand after the shot got off. It was on the follow-through. There was contact, and Sang converts the four-pointer. And Simon Fraser again. The volleyball clan will be heading to Anchorage, Alaska, where they will be participating in the NCAA Regional Championship Tournament. Simon Fraser 21-7, entering the tournament with 14 straight set wins this season. They were 14-16 in the GNAC and 8-2 at home, 6-4 on the road.
And also the Clan women's basketball team will be up in Alaska as well, as they're going to take on the powerhouse, the GNAC powerhouse, Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. Obviously a perennial powerhouse in this league, and that'll be a great way to start the season, a great test for the Clan as they face a nationally ranked opponent on the road.
And Alaska Anchorage is ranked number 6 in the WBCA coaches poll, the most recent one. Simon Fraser did not receive any votes in that poll.
And I think, you know, it boggles me why they haven't received any votes. I mean, they hung in with the number 2 ranked team in the nation in their first game. I was watching that game, and there was a couple points. There was a 2-point game with, you know, just over a minute and a half to go. And they hung in there with them and ended up being decided by free throws, and they lost by 8. But since then have rattled off 7 straight wins, and looks like they may be on their way to an 8th one here. So I'd hope that you know, some of the poll setters kind of take notice of that, and you know, reward the Clan with at least an honorable mention, if not you know, coming in at the tail end of the poll.
And Cal Baptist was the team that Simon Fraser lost to start the season. They were at that time ranked number 2. As he mentioned, they are now ranked number 13 in the WBCA coaches poll. Here in the GNAC, Simon Fraser looks like they're on their way to an 8-1 start. Alaska Anchorage is 4-1. Western Washington also 4-1, 2 of Simon Fraser's rivals. And Seattle Pacific University is 5-0 to start the season. Cal Poly on the outside, as they are now trailing by 12. To the top of the key, a miss. Benton with that shot, and the Clan comes back. Swant to Sang. Inside to Jackson, where she likes to be. Turns baseline, misses. Ozzy crashing the boards. And she almost comes up with it, but then it's grabbed. A lot of contact underneath. But Waddy Blow grabbed it, fell. And it looks like we have an official's whistle.
Yeah, it looks like Waddy Blow, as you see on the replay here, came down and made some contact with the ground. And she's slow to get up, but does a good job of getting up on her own and shake it off, and she's going to stay in the game.
And Jackson turned to her left, didn't really sell, as you saw on the replay, going to inside. So Waddy Blow probably now recognizes that she likes to go to baseline. Meg Wilson set to check in for Simon Fraser. We are under 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter in the game. Simon Fraser up by 12. They've really pulled away here in the 4th quarter. Ricketson hits the three-pointer, and now they're racing with some full court pressure. Swant with the ball dribbling, hands it off to Ket, and she gets the ball to safety.
And now might be the Clan be the ones that want to slow things down and run some clock here as they kind of move the ball around the perimeter, crisscrossing back and forth and trying to run that shot clock down as we have 10 seconds left in this possession.
Ozzy on the outside with 7 seconds. Ket shot, a lot of contact, no call. That was well short and out of bounds with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
And I think we might look for a lob pass here. I'd suspect that Ozzy's going to be the recipient of that, as Coach Langford traditionally likes to run that play. So look for a lob pass. There we go.
And there it does go to Ozzy, and we've got a whistle underneath. Looks like they're calling a foul on 31, Alyssa Benton.
And that's going to be her first foul, and Ozzy's going to go to the line for her first trip to the line of the afternoon.
Nabugo hits the first, restoring Simon Fraser's double-digit lead, now at 10 points. Nabugo misses the second, but crashing the boards is Wilson. She puts up a miss. Rebound Broncos. Hagen coming back. 3 minutes to go now. Ricketson, top of the key, drives, goes to the left, misses. Swant with the rebound. Hands the ball to Ket, and Simon Fraser races back up. And Swant to Wilson. To Ket, inside to Jackson. That's deflected. Almost out of bounds, rescued by the Broncos, and turned over. Ket, top of the three-point arc. Coach Bruce Langford yelling to Ket to slow it down, no hurry. Referees are conferring on what the call is. As you can see in your background, Simon Fraser official team photographer Ron Hole, who is now shooting his final game for Simon Fraser after more than a decade, capturing the images of the Clan. Over 2,000 photos have been photographed in his time, 200,000. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Wilson with the ball, stripped of it, and back come the Broncos. Hagen drives. Oh, a lot of contact underneath. She makes the layup, draws the foul. I think that's going to be charged to Wilson. And that's going to make this an 8-point game with Hagen at the line. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. And suddenly the Broncos are back in it. What at one point looked like a comfortable lead for the Clan has now come crashing down. Hagen makes the second. We've got a little bit of pressure by the Broncos.
And still plenty of time left in this game. Plenty of timeouts left both sides as well. So, if the Clan don't...
Simon Fraser goes inside to Jackson. The pass from Ket to Jackson deflected. And by some aggressive defense from the Broncos, they're going to come up with the ball on the turnover.
That's going to be Jackson's fourth foul and turn it over to the Broncos down 7.
Ricketson racing up the court now at the 2-minute mark of the game. Ricketson drives on Jackson, pulls up, gives it off. There's a little right-hander that falls from Hagen. Simon Fraser inbound to Swant. Minute 45 to go, 25 on the shot clock. To Wilson in the paint. She spins, and Langford calls a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for Simon Fraser with 1:41 to go in the game. 5-point lead for SFU.
Yeah, the Clans, I think they may look at running some clock here, obviously, with the close, 5-point lead, but maybe look at running down the shot clock, get into your set, get some good looks, and find an open cutter, find an open look from three, and see if they can, make a quality possession out of this, because every possession is very valuable at this point in the game.
And Simon Fraser has gone inside on their last 2 possessions. As you see, Wilson stripped of the ball on the outside, and Cal Poly came racing back. Hagen, who drove, got the bucket, and then hit the free throw.
And that Clan puts Drennan into the game, perhaps for her shooting capabilities, not only from beyond the arc, but also maybe at the free throw line. He wants to have his best free throw shooters in a situation like this if the Broncos decide to start fouling.
Drennan, a freshman from Spokane, Washington. On the outside, 13 seconds on the clock, 1:30 on the game clock. Drennan, 6 seconds. To Ozzy, looks inside, drives, puts up a little left-hander, and she gets the whistle. And what's the call? We've got a blocking foul on Cal Poly Pomona Priscilla Brooks as she remains on the floor. Ozzy will go to the line. We've seen that little left-hander.
And that's going to be her 5th foul. She lays on the floor. Looks like she was hurt on the play, but that's going to be her 5th foul, so she's going to have to take a seat and be done for the afternoon here.
With the injured player on the floor, we're going to take a break here in the West Gym. We'll be back right after this.
Great leaders know their strengths and can call on the right strength at the right time. It's about setting an example to influence others so they can be better. I am Devin May, and I am ready for the new season.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
We're back live here in the West Gym as Priscilla Brooks is being helped to her feet. She was called for her 5th personal foul on the drive by Ozzy Nabugo. And Brooks a little slow to get up.
Yeah, and there's a round of applause here from the crowd at the West Gym. The 5'10" junior from Riverside, California, John North High School, as Ozzy goes to the line, and we'll get a sub at the table for Brooks. And checking in is going to be McWilliam, number 15. He's going to replace Brooks.
Ozzy misses her first shot. We have a 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the game. 51-46 Simon Fraser. Nabugo with their 2nd free throw attempt. That misses as well. Rebound comes down to the Broncos, and here they come.
And the Clan struggling from the line, shooting 45% on 5-11. As they've struggled all season from the line, including yesterday's game. So they got to hit some free throws here if it gets in a situation where they're going to shoot fouls.
They go inside to Benton. And Benton is called for the offensive foul.
And Frosty, that's not a stat that we show on the box score in terms of taking charges, but I'd count probably 5 in this game where we've had 5 offensive fouls on the Broncos, and the Clan just playing stellar defense, being vertical and just getting knocked over. And I'd say there's at least 5 times that I've seen that happen.
And there goes a long baseball pass to the Rocket. Ozzy Nabugo races up the court, corrals it, and puts up the layup. Simon Fraser now up 53-46. We're under a minute to go. Meg Wilson going for the steal. The turnover And Nabugo comes back up with it. Now Kett with the ball. She's going to slow things down for Simon Fraser. 40 seconds to go. Drennan with the ball in the outside. She's dribbling to eat clock. Coming upon 30 seconds now. Kett with the ball is stolen by Hagen, but I think she's called for a foul. Cal Poly having to make things happen. As we take a look at the replay, the baseball pass to Ozzy, and wow, what a rocket down the floor. She runs onto it, picks it up, and lays it in.
And that's a tough call for the Broncos because they had a fast break going the other way. If that foul wasn't committed, it would have led to an easy 2 the other way.
Hall drives into the paint. Contact with Taylor Jackson.
And that is another offensive foul on the Broncos.
Jackson a little bit slow walking back. She's not trying to show any pain as she comes off the floor. She's holding her back. Look at the box score, Z. What stands out to you?
Well, again, turnovers. Broncos, 26 turnovers. And a stat that a lot of basketball purists will look at will be the assist-to-turnover ratio. The Broncos, 7 assists, 26 turnovers. The Clan, 14 assists and 11 turnovers. But really struggling from the line are the Clan, 5 of 11 for 45%, 6 of 29 from 3 for 20%. So, you know, they're lucky they got some good breaks. They've been stellar defensively, holding the Broncos to just 46 points and a number of offensive fouls. So that their defense really keeping them in this game. But if you look at that box score, it ain't pretty. But I'm sure Coach Langford will take a win if he gets one.
And Simon Fraser, of course, led 25-19 at the half. They extended their lead to double digits in the third quarter, but Cal Poly came racing back, and the Clan has really taken control in the fourth quarter. The Broncos came back again, and now we're back where we are now, where Simon Fraser is leading 53-46 with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, and 15 seconds, but like as I mentioned, the Clan's struggling from the line, so I don't know if this game's quite over. If the Clan can't execute here at the free throw line, it could, and Broncos get a score, it could turn into a closer game.
Wilson hits the first free throw. Taylor Jackson is checking out. She, of course, took the charge on that last offensive sequence by the Broncos. Drennan is also out, and Sang is in for Simon Fraser.
Yeah, so predominantly guard lineup here, and probably those who might be better from the free throw line, as the Clan would anticipate that the Broncos will foul when the Clan get the ball back.
The second free throw is no good, and the ball went out of bounds off Ozzy Nabugo, and the Broncos come racing back. We're under 10 seconds now on that whistle. We're gonna have a 2-shot free throw by Erin Hagen.
Yeah, Hagen 1 for 1 from the line. She misses that. And we get Drennan coming back in, maybe a little bit of offensive, defensive substitution here from Coach Langford.
Yeah, I think Langford likes Sang's grit and her length as a defender. Kett to Swant. Long pass to Ozzy. She checks out the clock, lays it in, and that'll do it. 55-47 Simon Fraser, as Swant is slow to get up with 1.2 seconds left. The Broncos bring it in, and that will be your final score, 55-47 Simon Fraser, as the Clan extends their winning streak to 8 games. Simon Fraser now 8-1 to start the season after a season opening loss to Cal Baptist, then the number 2 ranked team in the country. The Clan has peeled off 8 straight wins, the last 2 coming at home to Cal Poly Pomona. The score today, 56-47 Simon Fraser. The score yesterday, 68-50 Simon Fraser, as they pick up back-to-back home victories here in the West Gym. Simon Fraser will now go on the road as the Clan will be heading up to Alaska Anchorage, where they're going to open the Great Northwest Athletic Conference season. Simon Fraser will face the Seawolves in Alaska, as I mentioned, in the United Airlines Center. That game will take place on Wednesday, November 30th. The game has been moved from its usual Friday start, or Thursday game time, and now will be played on Wednesday, and that's in order to make way for the volleyball regional tournament, which is also taking place in the Alaska Airlines Center. And the Clan women are participating in that volleyball tournament, and that will take place on Thursday with SFU women facing Northwest Nazarene. If we check out the box score from today's game, the final score 56-47 Simon Fraser. They improved to 8-1 on the season. Cal Poly Pomona falls to 2-4. High scorers for Simon Fraser. Ozzy Nabugo finished with 13 points on 6 of 10 shooting. She also pulled down 8 rebounds in 37 minutes. Double-digit scores for Simon Fraser. The freshman, Tia Sang, she had 11 points on 3 of 8 shooting. She played 21 minutes. And Taylor Jackson, the transfer from UC Irvine via Brookswood Bobcats, she had 10 points in 21 minutes and also pulled down 3 rebounds. The other stat that jumps out for me on the Clan side is 8 assists go to Ellen Kett. Also, although she had no points in today's contest, she was 0 for 10 from the field and 0 for 3 from three-point land. Very uncharacteristic for Ellen Kett, one of the top guards in NCAA. And she is one of the top three-point shooters as well in NCAA. Simon Fraser was, as a team, 22 of 60 from the field. And the Clan was 6 of 29 from three-point land. Simon Fraser at one point was just 3 of 23 on three-pointers in the second half. So they came back and finished strong, and they finished with the 6 three-pointers for Cal Poly Pomona. They were 17 of 44 from the field, and they were 4 of 11 on three-pointers. Cal Poly out-rebounded the Clan 40-29, but the Broncos had 26 turnovers in the game. And Simon Fraser, its largest lead in the contest was 14 points. That came with 5 minutes to go, 5:23 actually to go in the game. But the Broncos came racing back to make it close, and the game ended with free throw shooting by Simon Fraser as the Broncos tried to pull the game close and were forced to foul. That's it for us here in the West Gym. Simon Fraser wins this one 56-47 to improve to 8-1. They've won 8 games in a row, and we will call it a night here at Simon Fraser. Thanks everyone for watching Simon Fraser Women's Basketball on Clan TV. Have yourself a great afternoon.